Angel, what's going on?
What it be like, my brother?
Good, good. How you feeling today?
I'm grateful to be here.
No, that's right. And
Grateful to be here.
we're gonna get this thing going.
Is your hair growing? Or you added some extensions? You ain't added no extensions, did you?
Hey, it's crazy. I cut my hair used to be all the way down to here. And
Oh my goodness.
yeah, I cut it down to like right here. And literally like the last month, like I don't know what it is, the last month or two, it's been going crazy. I'm like, what in the
hmm
world?
You probably cut some dead ends off, and it has allowed that hair to grow, revive. You know.
Yeah, I needed to cut it off. I needed some new, you know how they say you gotta cut the hair off sometimes just to turn it up another notch.
You talking about somebody who just did a crazy big chop, so I get it.
Hmm. Yeah, I definitely did that. Oh, so you know what time it is?
Yep, I know what time it is.
Hmm. Yeah, we're gonna get this thing going. Miss Hicks, what's up?
Hey, how you doing?
Doing all right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, got that cruise all over you, written all over your face. Back
I
home.
know. Yeah, no more vacation.
I can't stand when it's time to come back home, man, after a nice little trip.
It's always sad. And man, every day since we got back, my little one, she'd been saying, I really like the cruise. I think we should go again tomorrow. And I'm like, yeah, baby, I wish we could.
Yeah, tomorrow,
Yeah, yeah, I'll get right on that.
Where'd you cruise to?
We just went to the Bahamas and it was Royal Caribbean and they got like their own private island too. So it was really nice snorkeling and just nice and relaxing.
Cool beans.
Good times.
Miss Ruffin, what's up?
Hey,
There she
how do you?
go. You doing all right today?
Yes, happy Tuesday to everyone.
Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday to you too.
Welcome.
Mhm. Yeah, man, we're gonna get this party started. I'm gonna let everybody get about 5 minutes. I just sent a message out to everyone. So, Khalid, what's up, man?
Hey man, what's up? How you doing?
Doing good. How you feeling, man?
Yes, I'm good. I love joining you guys every week. I couldn't make it last week, but I'm glad to be here.
Man, we're gonna go and get you in the community now.
That's
What
exactly
we
right.
doing? What we doing?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm gonna have Miss Ruffin reach out to you, man. It's time for you to join. You got to join the family.
Khalid, send me your phone number in the chat, please.
Yeah, man, come on in. We love to have you. Might have an opportunity for you.
Okay, we'll do. Thank you.
Nice. Miss Angel, we're gonna get started with you since you was first fresh in there. I ain't gonna waste no time. We're gonna get straight to business.
Okay. So I just actually got off a call about 5 minutes ago. Um, Young lady has a 97 3 bed, 2 bath, 14 by 70. And she's selling it because her son was living there and he died unexpectedly in a car accident.
Dang.
Yeah. And here's the kicker. Um, So I asked her, because I have bandit signs that are about 2 hours away in my hometown because I go back and forth there because I also have a car dealership there. And so I asked her, was she from that area? And she said, yeah. And then I asked her, did she know anyone by my maiden name? And when I told her who, she told me who she knew. I said, well, that's my father. She was like, well, we're cousins. And she was like, and when she said it, I was like, yeah, her son was a cousin on my mom's side. And I knew that he had passed away. I just didn't know I was talking to his mom. You know what I mean? It was like, so small world. So, um, she does owe a little bit on the property, um, on a mortgage, a little over, 3,400, around 3,400, just under 3,500. She says she wants 18 to 19. Of course, I have to go look at it, but that's one thing it's still hard for me to do is to kind of build the comps on pricing um, the mobile home because it does have to be moved.
So she want 18, 19. What was the year of the home?
97,
3 bedroom?
3 bed, 2 bath,
And still got to be moved.
and still got to be moved.
What's wrong with it?
She said the only thing she was going to work on the bathroom, but she said she was going to she had started pulling up some carpet to put new carpet down, but that was it. So I'm going to send someone to go take pictures of it
How
this
far is it
weekend.
away?
It's about 2 hours away, but I got family there that could go take pictures and video for me.
Is it on private? Is it on her property or is it in a park?
It's on her property.
Okay.
Okay. Why do she want to sell this home? Because the person died?
Yeah, she's actually under doctor's treatment right now because when her son died, it put so much on her that she had a stroke. And
Yeah.
so going to the property, she says she can't even go to the property without breaking down in just constant tears. So I don't want to send her out there to take the pictures
So she don't
or
want to sell the
anything.
whole, she don't want to sell the land with it?
No, I don't. She didn't give me that impression because I asked her did it have to be moved, and she said, yes, because it's my private land. I own that land. So it gave me the impression that she wasn't trying to keep it with it, but I definitely can ask her.
So my first thing is if you can keep it there, keep it there. And
No
what you
doubt.
gonna me personally, this is how I play it. Um,
Hmm.
I'll let her know that I can sell it and still get you income for the rest of your life. That's like the first like line I would hit her with. Like, I can sell this home for you, get this out, get this up off, get this out of here for you. I can take care of getting this home sold. And then I can help you get money for the long term for the rest of your life. Would that sound better? You know, might want to write that down. Um, and the reason why is because if you can get her to give it to you for about 15, which I think is fair, 5,000 a room. I feel like that's fair around 15. You can sell it for about 30,000 with like $300 lot rent. And then man, you're gonna be able to get the financing on somebody fast as all get out. You'll
Hmm.
make about 15,000 on it. She'll make $300 a month on it. You know, that's one.
Got you.
That's option one. Option two is if she just trying to just get it, cause like right now it's like I ain't even heard the conversation, and I can hear she's making decisions sadly. Like she's making a
Almost definitely.
not
Yeah.
sadly, but I mean, God, everybody's gonna be sad when somebody die, for sure. But she's making an emotional decision right now.
Most definitely.
So I feel like that's what's going on with her. Um, if I was you, I would be like, hey, listen, the person can send you the money in a a check every month, or they can, she might be too old to be with the Zelle and Cash App wave. You think so or no?
I don't know. I'd have to double check. I'm sure she. So I'm thinking she has to be. I'm trying to remember how old my cousin was. He was in his late 40s, so she has to be. I'm saying around the 60s, 70s. Especially if she knew my dad. She has to be around her late 60s, maybe early 70s. So that might be a little out of her realm. Doing Cash App, what have you.
Because the reason I asked that because it's the whole thing about avoiding her going back to that dang land.
Yes.
So if the biggest point for her, you got to figure out what's her main why. Is it to make money? Is because right now her biggest why sound like she just don't want something that remind her of the son that died, right?
That's one, but she also mentioned that she has been left in debt, that she wants to make sure she's clearing out the debt that was left, because
Did
he
she tell you
didn't.
how much the debt she was in, or she just kind
She
of back?
didn't, but I do know the family had to do, like, they were trying to collect funds to bury him, so she probably took out a loan to help bury him. You know what I mean? Because I know he didn't have any insurance to be buried or anything like that.
But I mean, it sounds like it can't be no more than 20,000 unless they doing a coming to America wedding. I mean, a coming to America funeral. Where they do bells and whistles and giraffes out there.
No,
You
I'm
know,
sure they did not. I'm
can't be no more than
100% sure they didn't do
20,000.
that. Hmm.
Um, man, everybody go get life insurance.
Ain't
Yeah,
that the truth?
dog.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. Back to the topic, and I'm ready to hear what everybody, what Danielle, Miss Ruffin, and Miss Hicks got to say, and Jose got to say about this. But me, first of all, I want to figure out, is it an option if I can make you money for for the rest, for the rest of your life, and I can get this home sold within the next week or two? Would you consider us selling it, let somebody move in, and then um you'll get a full lump sum for the home, and then you'll be able to get an additional $300 a month for the rest of your life? Because the way it looks like, the more you do discount on, the more you can get her to go ahead and discount you on the house, and
Hmm.
you can pass the discount on to the customer. That's how I was like, get her for 15, sell it for 30. $300 lot rent. The faster you can get that process done for her within a month, even with that $300 a month. Let's say she just don't she end up spending that 15,000 and don't even pay her loan back for the funeral, right? She still could
Right.
probably pay that person, whoever she that loan, back at least at $300 a month for the 15 or 20,000.
Right.
So if I was writing stuff down, I want to know how much is the debt. Would you like to make money for the rest of your life, which would be the lot rent, and then you get a lump sum for the house?
Okay.
And I mean, once I figure those things out, I'll take that. I mean, me personally, I'll take that 2 hour drive if she ready to go on the contract. And
Understood.
not just because the money for two, that's your family, and family
Yeah.
want to do business in person, but
Oh
she
yeah.
want to meet. You might want to have her just meet you at the dealership or something like that, and y'all do the business there. Because you
Right.
don't want to bring her over there, or it would be in your advantage to meet her there. Like, I hate that the way I'm talking right now, guys. So don't think nothing of me. But I'm here to help y'all, on sales. So I don't, I just kind of want to be clear about that. But or you meet her at the property where everything went down, and that will be more of a motivator for her to wanna start moving
Go ahead
forward.
and move on. Okay.
Yeah. Where's she
All
staying
right.
at?
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I'm
find that
not
out.
sure. I'm not sure.
Yeah, find out where she's staying. What you think, Miss Ruffin?
I think you're right on point as far as the sale price of it being 15. In that area where that home is located, there is a big demand for 3 bedroom, 2 baths.
Right.
Big, big, big demand. So you will not have a problem selling it. Um, so pretty much, and then the other thing, just a gentle reminder that when you're getting calls on your leads, if you don't have a CRM, it's important to keep track of your leads. You may already be
Hmm.
doing something or have a paper or a sheet you keep that you can file. Um, that's important. So I
I
just want to
appreciate
encourage
that.
you from a document perspective, just to keep everything in order because you're new starting out. So it's great
Yeah.
to have this under your belt just starting out. So when tax time comes, or if a deal doesn't happen, you can always go back and call
Yeah.
and you might get it. Like this week, I got a call from somebody last year
Oh,
This
wow.
time that I spoke to that I didn't sell. So now I just got to go in my file and pull that because I didn't have a CRM last year, or I wasn't using it. So I can go back and pull that sheet that
Okay.
has everything, the notes, the year, the VIN. You may or may not keep pictures, but all that pertinent information. So I just gently reminder, encourage you in that area. But as far as the price, I think he's right on as far as the price, and there is high demand in that particular county.
Okay.
Miss Hicks, what you think? You on
Sorry,
mute?
it wasn't letting me go off mute. So two things. One, I would say I would explain to her kind of like you said, look, you can if you leave it where it's at, it'll be an easier sale. I could manage it for you. And honestly, what you could do is just charge hourly. Like say, this is going to be my hourly rate. I'll collect the money every month, especially because she's family. Like she might have that more faith in you. So that's an
Mhm.
option. But I would also say, like, don't push her because I honestly, if it were me, I'd probably want to get rid of it too. I don't know that I could hang on to it. And if that's the case,
Right.
just say, look, and I only suggest this because we're going to be able to get less for it to move it and explain to her the moving costs that somebody's going to
Mhm.
have to pay, $15,000 maybe to move and set up the home in a new property.
Mhm.
And so explain that to her just so she knows it. But I mean, either option is a deal that you could make happen. If she says she's certain she wants to sell the home, I'd start talking to movers and get like a quote. That way you can refer people to someone you have an idea of what it's going to cost to move it, let's say like an hour away or so. And then you can kind of start it. And I would get it under contract ASAP, especially because you know her. Get it under contract as soon as you can, even if it means putting it under contract first and then getting pictures. I had a deal like this once dealing with no one I knew, but somebody had just passed away. And they were so quick that they actually sold the deal from under me just because they were so eager to get, and they apologized and explained, look, it's just, a bad time. I'm so upset. I had to do something. So I would say try to get it under contract really quick too.
Okay, understood. So I wanted to ask you, Danielle, so can you finance a home that's being moved?
Yes, you can. If it's going to a park, they'll only need 10% down. If it's going to private land, they'll need 25% down. And also, like they have to own the land or a park own land. So there are definitely some requirements. But somebody could finance it. They just can't finance the moving costs and the setup costs.
Got you. Thank you guys so much.
No, it was great info. Jose, what you cooking up? What you got cooking up over there?
Hey, good evening, everyone. Yeah, I'm coming in a little late. Apparently, I have terrible service, so I'm going to try to stick around here and stay where service works. But I didn't hear the first of that conversation. So, I mean, three coaches spoke. I agree with the above.
Yeah, so basically it's a family member got in touch with her. Family member got in touch with her. And the person who lived in the home, she owns everything, the land and the home, and the person died, and she just can't deal with the emotional part of the of it still being there. And she's looking to sell. So we're trying to figure out what's the best way. Should she move? Should she sell? Should she keep it there? Et cetera, et cetera.
Does you want to get rid of the land too, or just the mobile home?
She haven't found out yet.
I'd be trying to take both.
Facts.
So, I mean, I don't know the whole story, but do we know if that mobile home is deed to the land? Title has been retired?
Good question.
To see that you're talking about if the mobile home is sitting there and it still has title, then it's still considered personal property. If you buy that thing and it's the land in the mobile home, the first thing I would be doing is return the title. You add value overnight if you do so.
I don't think that I know she still has a mortgage on the mobile home, Jose. So I don't think it's deeded to the home. I mean, to the
Oh, there we
land.
go.
Dang, that changes up a lot of stuff
That's
because
huge.
if she got a mortgage on that thing, then she got mortgage and plus she got debt with the funeral home. That's why she
Yeah.
asking so much for it. You got to figure out what those prices are and
Okay.
what that monthly
Yeah,
mortgage look like.
absolutely.
Well, the mortgage, the payoff on the trailer is only just a little over $3,400.
I mean, it's still adding up to your price.
Understood.
But that confirms that the mobile home still has titles if that's the case, because you typically can't retire titles if you have a loan on it.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. Now, I suggest if you're gonna be going in and out, if you want to just be, if you want to kind of just be in and out of the deal, you might not want to get into all the fact like how Jose talking about go retire it and then try to go sell it and all that because you're not trying to put your money up. If you're just trying to make get in and get out of the deal, honestly, I would just like I said, I'll just at least try to get it for 15 minimum. I mean, I know you might owe this, but this'll hold you down. Then that extra $300 a lot rent a month that she'll get from the land, she could pay back
Uh-huh.
some of them loans with that money forever, you know?
Makes sense.
Yeah, you got to know all that. She got a mortgage and all of that stuff. Yeah, you got to figure that out. What's up, Dylan? Um, it look like really just only on here right now is Khalid and Dylan. Dylan, what's up with you, man? How you doing? Dylan, Dylan,
What's going on, Brad?
what's up, man? You doing all right?
What's going on? I'm sorry about the delay. I'm actually at work on break. So but yeah, man, I was able to just join the day and log in, bro. And I'm finally joined the group, and I'm ready to rock and roll now, bro. To be honest with you,
Let's go. Let's do it.
not to cut you off, but it's no more procrastination. I've done it enough, man. I'm ready to go now. But let's
You
do it.
need to make sure you give your number to Miss Ruffin so she can get you lined up so you can get you some bandit cards and get you some bandit signs. That's a very
Okay,
first step. What else you done did? You ain't done nothing but join the group, right?
join the group. Yeah. Actually, well, since you said that about Miss getting it with Miss Ruffin, I was gonna actually. My schedule's kind of weird for work. I work kind of like mid shift, like 1 to 9. So it's like, but that's been, I don't want to be long winded, but that's kind of been my procrastination. That's my work schedule. Like, oh, I can't do it because I work midday, but I gotta overcompensate for some things. Like, I gotta, maybe put my band aside out when I leave work or early in the morning. So, I actually was going to do that this week, probably by Friday, to get banned aside from this place because I'm located in Houston. But since Miss Ruffin, say you get with Miss Ruffin, so I'll see if her option is different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. First thing I want to say is congratulations for making that mindset shift because what people who usually work a job don't realize is they'll always say, I ain't got the time, I ain't got the time. Well, guess what? Your ass ain't gonna never have no time. How about that?
Nope, ain't never the right time. Like to have
So
kids, never the right time to quit your job. Never the right time. It was never the right time for nothing if you ain't going.
it ain't.
So it
It
never
ain't the right
for
time
nothing.
for nothing.
It's never.
You got to shape shift the reality, man. And that's what you're doing right now. When you start thinking about the stuff that you can do, look at you already like, all right, I just do it after work. All right,
Yeah,
you ain't no more excuses. You once you let go of the excuses and you commit, you'll make some stuff shake, brother, for sure.
I
So
ain't.
Miss Ruffin, she get them cards for you. That's the first thing you need to do, some signs and cards, and get you a second phone number for free. You can get it on Google Voice. I'm not sure what your budget look like. We offer a CRM that got all of that in it, so you can keep up with all your leads that come in. So that's a good way for you to be able to track stuff. If not, if you budget tight, it's all good, bro. Just start. Just start. Like the worst thing you can do is not start,
Yeah, yeah. There's one more thing before. I don't want to be long winded though, Brad. But
bro. Take your
um,
time. Take your time.
about the bandits. That was my only thing, and it might be uh, analysis paralysis with me too. It's like, okay, I know you guys do use a different number for your bandit sign. So do I use? I'm going to use a different number. I'm going to use a number like the Google Voice number I use on my bandit signs, correct?
Mhm.
Or
Yep.
whichever. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. And then where you say you located in Texas?
I'm gonna be Houston, but I'm from Louisiana, so we're neighboring states. So I'm gonna do,
Louisiana. Yeah, I
you
got
know,
the
I'm gonna
accent.
yeah, I'm gonna start, in Houston, which is my, where I'm located. But I'm doing both, to be honest with you. So yeah.
Yeah, man. And like I said, talk to Miss Ruffin. We got a agent program coming out where we're starting to have different agents where you could probably join the team. We could help you start taking stuff down. Or if you want to continue just to rock and learn and do it yourself, we could do that too. She'll tell you more about it. But is live on purpose. You want to just write her your phone number so y'all can at least get on the call.
Okay. I'm gonna do it right now. Most
But yeah,
definitely.
but congratulations, welcome to the family. When did you join?
Um, just now, just
Okay,
now.
yeah, we'll put a welcome. Miss Ruffin put a welcome post. For it's Dylan, right? It's Dylan or
Yeah, dialing.
Dylan? Yeah, yeah. We'll put a welcome post for you so you can see the vibes. Everybody welcome you to the family, brother. Congratulations, welcome.
Appreciate it, man. I'm gonna definitely be here on Tuesdays. I think Thursday too, but for sure I'm gonna be
Yeah,
here. So you
Thursdays is
guys,
the community call. Tuesdays is kind of like you can share it to all friends and family who might be interested.
okay? Well, I'll be here, man. So we'll definitely be talking.
Congratulations, bro. Man, I love to hear that, man. Right? Mindset shift. Love it, bro. I love it, man. I remember when I quit my job. I was 17. I was working at a warehouse. I had worked 5 16s in a row. And then I got home. I had my very first own apartment at 17. I got back home and I blacked out in front of the door. My homeboy had to wake me up. That's how much I was working to get into the money. I
Right. I don't want to cut you off, and I know I don't want to be long-winded in the group. I know I might be over talking, but let me just. Can I ask you one thing? Uh, what was the scariest thing about you getting into it by yourself? Because mine might be so minuscule to you and maybe other people that's been into it. But you know what's my biggest fear, which is crazy because I've talked to other people in the real estate, is
Mhm.
the whole fixing and flipping. And I know that's further down the line, but it's the whole. That's the only thing was crazy, and everybody's been telling me it's like that's gonna come, and that's the easiest part. So it's just almost like it's Seneca. I read like a lot of books, so it's like uh, your biggest enemies are always in your head. The things is always we suffer more in imaginary than we do in reality. So just going up back and forth, what you were saying is like you had to you blacked out working that hard, and you probably haven't worked that hard since you've been in doing what you do. So uh, I'm definitely soaking it all in. I hear you though.
Yeah, man. If to answer your question, the scariest you said what was my scariest what one more time?
What was just like, okay, I know you say you blacked out, you still, but even getting into real estate, like what has been like what was your biggest, like, oh my God, I don't know I can do this, and you did it. You was like, dang, that's not really that bad.
So at that time, let me just make some context to what I was saying. That was me just to making the mental mind shift, mindset. Because at that time, I was throwing parties. I used to throw parties in high school. That's
Okay.
how I made my money. So I would still be making like crazy money on the weekend, but I was just it was just things stuck in my head from just not my parents or nothing like that. They were never nothing they told me to do or not do. It was just like, you always be like, all right, I gotta keep a job just in case these parties don't go good. I gotta be able to pay the bills and different stuff like that. So and I had to realize I was like, man, 16 hours of working at this job or 16 hours to get more people to come outside, you know? I was
Yeah.
like,
Okay.
I was
Gotcha.
like, what am I doing? I'm getting off of work, going to the club, staying up to 3 4 o'clock in the morning, going back into work at 6 o'clock. Some nights I didn't sleep, like, just to be real. And that's what kind of made the mental shift to me. I was like, it was so simple, it was hard. I could never make the decision. I was like, why am I working 16 hours doing this when I make quadruple what I'm doing this? So that
Mm,
was the first thing. That was how that mindset got shifted. Is like it made no damn sense. It's like this makes no sense. If I really sat back and was like, it makes no sense. I can make $5,000 this Friday, or I can try to make $700-800 a week at the warehouse.
Mm,
Makes no
I
sense.
got you. I got you. Yeah.
Now, with real estate, how it happened, I had been running a marketing company, and then one of my accountants had introduced me to a park owner. He owns over 200 parks. And I just happened to be in there while he was there. And they was like, "Yo, you do marketing, we looking for some marketing, right?" And then I was just like, I mean, what what can I do for you, sir? You making
Yeah.
all this money. I didn't
Yeah.
even know mobile homes was a thing like that. He was like, "Yeah, man, I got this new park. I just can't seem to get this house done. I just fixed it. I can't seem to get it gone." So I was, then the accountant actually suggested maybe you use some of Brad marketing services and see if he can help you get it sold. And then I sold the house. I got some pictures from him. I didn't even go get pictures from it. I got pictures from him. I sold the house in 1 week and made $4,000. I was like, yo, forget all the other
Mm,
stuff I'm marketing. I'm marketing this stuff.
right.
This was too easy.
Yeah.
So that's when my mental shift got that's when I got into real estate, and I was like, yo, I can do this. This is nothing. People want housing, and these people coming with $32,000 in cash. Oh my God. I didn't even know this existed, right? And then I think that to go a little bit about the fixing and flip thing, I had got over the biggest thing I screamed in the group is I got in over my head. I brought like 6 mobile homes myself off top. I didn't do no understanding on how much none of the homes was going to cost me. None of that. Not realize I'm gonna have to put $20,000 into it. Then I'm gonna have to get the home sold or rent it out, or I got sold a dream on passive income, bro. Ain't none of that. None of this money is passive. There's no such thing. So when I start realizing that, that's what I was like, okay, that's why when I started this community, I screamed at people like, man, don't start with the fix and flip, man. Start
Hmm.
with wholesaling. The fastest, easiest money I ever made. I'm in and I'm out the deal. Quick 2 bands, quick 4 bands, quick 6 bands. We just told Angel how she could make 15 racks if she just get it together. All she got to do is have that talk game right. Talk to her nicely, get it under contract, and get it sold. You can make 15,000. Even if she only can make 5-10,000 on it, it's still gonna be a good deal. But guess
Yeah.
what she don't gotta do? She ain't gotta deal with the con men. That's what
Yeah.
Jose, the con artist, the con man. And a lot of people don't realize inside fixing and flipping, you got to deal with different trades. And then you want to be scared of the guy who say he can do everything.
Okay. I
You
got
might
you.
want to just run
That's right.
away from him, you know? So, I just wanted to kind of give you a little vibe of how all that stuff came together, brother. You in
Most
good
definitely.
hands. You with people who made thousands of dollars worth of mistakes. You get to just like y'all so lucky. You get to just go over that. Like I had to make the bad decisions. Miss Hicks had to make the bad decisions. Miss Ruffin had to make the bad decisions. Jose, Mark, we all made all these bad decisions before, and we're just gonna steer you right around it. That's the good thing about being in the community because you can reach out to us anytime.
Most definitely. I appreciate it, man. But y'all got some good. You got some good going here, man. You guys are a solid community. Most people talk a lot on Instagram and Facebook. You just don't never know who's doing what they actually is preaching. But I got a good sense for the group, so I'm happy to be here, man. Not to be long winded, but I appreciate it. I'm gonna be here though.
Man, I'm ready to dive in Thursday with you, brother. Get with Miss Ruffin.
Most definitely.
All right, we got iPhone 40 and iPhone 89. What's up? How you doing?
Hey, what's up?
Okay, we'll start with you. Who's this? Oh, this Spinach. What's up, man?
Hey, what's going on, man?
What's the update?
I don't know, man. I got my son in the group. Last time I know he paid for the group, and he last time guy said he wasn't paid. I guess he did what he had to do, and now he's at practice. So he sent he sent it to me. Hey, the dad step in for me. So what we got going on today? Talk to me, man.
Yeah, so what's up with the mobile home deals, man? I ain't seen your son yet, man. Where he at? Tell him I
Oh
need to
yeah,
see him
that's
Thursday.
what I'm tripping, y'all. I sent my representative, He ain't came back with nothing good. You know, somebody need to take care of him.
So what's up with the park? What's up with did y'all acquire it or what?
I mean, I got it. Nobody. Hold on, I gotta meet. I got it. I'm waiting for somebody that's interested to touch spaces with me and let's talk.
Where have you posted the park at? Where have you posted it at? Where you been doing your marketing at?
I haven't even started marketing yet. I was trying to figure out if I'm it's called what's the name listing, pocket listing. So I'm trying to figure out if I'm gonna keep it up, sell it up, come partners with somebody, tell me something, I got my
So do
son
you
in it.
want to sell the whole thing or do you just want to sell?
Yes, we like to with anything that makes sense.
Are you wanting to wholesale this or are you wanting to just take this whole thing down, build it
Be
up and
honest with
let it be for the family? Like
you, I don't even know what a mobile park is even worth.
It just all
Hey, I
depends
mean, the
on how
market looking to
functional
buy.
it is. It all depends on
Huh?
how functional it is, right? So
Yeah, I know.
let's say you take all that money because Mark explained to you you're gonna be almost 100,000 out on septics, getting septics and getting all that stuff back rolling. But you got
I
to think
know.
about the refinance on that. And this really ain't a park group, but I'm just gonna tell you what to do.
There you go.
Yeah. So with if you get it all performing and getting new homes on there, you can look at a good exit as far as refinancing it, and then you can pull out the money that you put in there.
I get that, but what is a spot cost? How much does a spot in California cost? That's the missing number. It's like algebra.
You got to do your comps. So your comps is gonna come
We
from.
don't have. I called everybody. There's no comps. No comps around here. Mobile home park. No, nothing got sold in the last year. All my appraisals, all my commercial appraisals. Nobody knows what the heck to do. That's why I'm over here. You know what? I seen this on the meetup. Let me jump on the meetup on the mobile home. Matter of fact, I told my son, listen, we want to get rid of these things. You 16 years old, about to turn 17. You can have all those things. See if they worth anything, and we'll give you the money. That's
Mhm.
what he was on here for.
So me personally, if I had that part, how many lots is it?
30, no, 25. One of them is 11, and one is 11 spots, and the other one is it's got apartments. So 24, I think it's 24, 25, about 14 spots in the back for mobile home.
Now, I'm not for sure if you can. You might be able to. You might be, but this is Brad. This is Brad's perspective, and I'm pretty sure I
Yeah.
cannot wait to hear what everybody else say. But this
Okay.
Brad perspective,
Yeah.
24 spots. We just saying 24 spots, 25 spots roughly.
Yeah. No, 25 apartments, buildings, and 14 spots for mobile home.
Okay, 14 spots for mobile homes.
Yeah.
And the mobile homes that's on there, you feel like they not worth anything, right?
I don't know nothing about mobile home, but just as a glance, you guys said that I told my son that they, at least the numbers and the frames and everything might be worth $1,000. I sold him that dream. Hey, you get $1,000 for each one, you can have it.
Boy, finish you crazy. Look, listen, this what I would do, brother. All right, I'll sell all 14 of those land home packages for 100,000, make $1.4 million, keep the 25 ones and let those just be rental income from the kids.
You think they're worth $100,000 a spot?
Yep. Why? Because you'll let somebody either bring a brand new mobile home in and now they own a piece of land, or they'll come through and fix it and do all the work for you. I would try to sell those one at a time, $100,000. And I might even do seller financing where I tell them they can come put $5,000, $10,000 down, but they're gonna be able to get the land and they can take the junk off your hands. They'll handle the septic and they handle the power problems.
Oh, so you saying the 14 spots for 1.4? Hmm. Okay.
Yes, but you breaking it down like 100,000 each, and you selling each one of them to different people who might, got 10,000, and then they could pay you maybe $500 to $1,000 a month. and then you have a note at least worth 1.4. Everybody might not can't you won't be able to get no financing on it, so you can sell a financing to everybody for $10,000 down with the land, and then for $100,000. I mean, you in Cali, I'm pretty sure land probably way more than that. So that's just Brad idea. I mean, I really want to hear what everybody else what got to say, but that's just me. If I had 14 spots. I don't want to buy all the septics. I don't want to deal with getting the water and all that together. I don't want to deal with all the infrastructure. I would literally make sure with zoning that I could sell each piece off for 100,000, or if not, I put it into like a LLC and you get a percentage which stands for your portion of the land.
Okay, I mean
And I hope
that now.
and this conversation is going over everybody's head. I'm just letting you know that. So
All right, hey, I feel you. That's the first time. I mean, this is one of the spots. Somebody offered like $40,000. No, $30,000 a spot. We like turned that down. Like, yeah, that's land value.
But
Nah, hell.
listen. Well, you know what that is? That's the market talking to you. You gotta listen when the market speak.
Yeah, nah, they coming from somewhere. I didn't. They spoke, but I didn't really listen. So,
And the
you
only
know,
you don't gotta do it, but what you listening to is like, oh, listen, I'm willing to do 10, $20,000 down. I can do a seller finance for 100,000. You can save you 10,000 for putting you a new home there or fixing it up, but you'll get the point, whatever it is, whatever it comes out to. So you might want to get with zoning and make sure you can sell those things off like that.
all right, all right. And we already pulled title, but the title they wanted a special title officer to go in and tell us exactly what we could do. Yeah, so I get it. And honestly, the first time I ever had title charge me for a special report. So yeah,
Oh
I think
yeah,
we just
you doing big boy business right now. So
yeah.
the
Now,
the exit strategy might get a little complex.
All
So
right, I got you.
I got a different take on that
what you
because
think?
Okay.
I know a couple park owners in California, and getting a park there is like getting a gold mine because there aren't
There it is.
the land is so expensive. It's hard to
Yeah.
find. I would if do you have rent rolls? You have all the financials?
It's the one at 34 units is empty. It's
Okay.
And
empty.
Danny,
All
the
the
14 mobile
properties are
homes
empty.
are vacant.
Huh? Everything's empty. The only thing we got is somebody who's a groundskeeper and a house in the front.
When's the last time it was operating? Like that they had
I'll say a couple. I'll say years.
because I would run the numbers, see how much it's going to cost you to get it up and running and livable. And for comps, you're not going to find them. Check out LoopNet, see if there's anything in California on there. If not, you're going to have to dig, like look on Marketplace, find parks that way in your area, search Marketplace, search Craigslist, connect with these owners of the other parks,
There you
find
go.
out what they're charging for lot rent, and it probably won't be in your town, but just
Oh yeah,
find out.
nah. Nah, it's
But
about. I think I seen this one. One of my people, he's selling one of his. Somebody happened to have a mobile home, and they're paying like $800, but it's a nice mobile home park. Got a pool, so I'm like maybe like 650 a spot. I'm
what
thinking
town is
six
it
fifty seven
in?
hundred. Huh?
What
San Bernardino.
I would look into that because, like I said, the park owners I know, and they're not in major cities, like that lot rents are high with not many amenities. So you might
Okay.
be able to get, depending, look at what a single, a one, like a studio apartment rent goes for in that same town in San Bernardino. Look at what a studio goes for, and then you can kind of compare. You can market your rent around that a little bit. You can
Okay.
charge a little bit higher than what that
And that's
studio.
just for the spot. That's not for the mobile home.
That's just for the spot. And then the mobile home, then you can decide. I mean, I honestly, I'd look into getting everything fixed up and working, leave the homes as is. You could sell the homes, like you said, sell it for, I wouldn't even do 1,000 because mobile homes in California are worth way more. I'm in Florida, so I'm in a hot market too. But
Danielle, not to cut you off. I'm in South Carolina, and my lot. You talking about 657? I'm in a single wide 3-2 right now, and my lot rent is 500.
and that's why I said it, because here in Florida, 750 gets you a real rundown park with no
Right.
amenities. So in California, that sounds really low just from the park owners I know there. I mean, I agree that lot rent, that, to
Okay.
say, I would look into that lot rent. And that's why I'm saying it might be worth keeping, because also with the zoning issue, it could be a huge headache trying to parcel it off. You might not even be able to parcel it off. Now, if you want to get in and out quick, that's a good,
Okay.
I could see how that's a good option if you can get the paperwork, if you can get zoning on your side and it's going to be easy. But if you really want to make some money, set up some generational wealth, I think look into getting it back operating. Your lot rent could be very high
Okay.
per pack.
All right.
If
Okay.
you get some prompts and you want to send them my way, in the group, I'm happy to look at them. I've priced out parks before.
Okay.
I can, if I get some more details and some pictures, I can definitely try to help you with that.
Okay. All right. Bet.
Yeah, post
Okay.
it in the
And your
school
name?
group. Post it in the school group.
And what's your name
Danny,
again? Huh?
I'm Danny.
Okay, Danny. All right, Danny. There it is. All right.
What you
I
think? What you
appreciate
think, Jose? Jose, yeah. Miss Ruffin, what you thinking?
Come on in here. Thank you. Pretty much my thought was that he needs to join our partnership program and partner with one of our mentors so that we can really get him on track and get him the bag and give him direction on this, because he definitely has two opportunities, but it needs to be drilled. You need to actually get the address, really go deep with it.
Okay.
Yeah, Miss Ruffin, reach out to him and make sure you connect him and Miss Hicks and see what he think about that. All right, Finis, you get your son in here Thursday now. Tell him
All
6
right, I'm
o'clock.
gonna tell him Thursday. He was supposed to be on this one. I'm just taking this spot right now.
It's
You
all
know.
good, man. It's good to see you again, brother, and I'm glad you guys are in the community, man.
All right, bet. Okay. All right, and Danny, I'm sending that to you. Send you the address, and we'll talk. Whatever platform whatever platform we have. All right.
Ronisha, what's up? You on mute, girl.
My bad. I'm mashing too many buttons at one time. But hey, y'all, how y'all doing?
Good.
I ain't got nothing, but I did do some homework. Brad kind of got into me yesterday, and I did some homework yesterday. And today I did reach out to Danielle about some bandit signs. So I get paid tomorrow. I will be ordering my bandit signs, and we're gonna go from there. Oh, I lied. I do have a list of mobile home parks in my area. Haven't reached out to them yet, but I do have a list. So
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. There she go. Good job. Yeah, just go ahead and get those signs and all that stuff first. We want something to come straight to you. I swear, y'all, it's so simple. You just got to put the first little bit of work in. You got to plant the seed, and then you got to water the flower. I'm telling you, the leaves are gonna call that phone, and when they call the phone, just be ready just to be human. Don't be a robot.
Gotcha.
Just solve problems. You get money to solve problems, man. And the bigger the problem, the bigger the payday. All right.
Gotcha.
Yep. So yeah, I'm glad you got your cards, you got your signs. You're gonna get those done, and we ain't about to blow that bag just yet. All right.
No, we're not. We're not.
You ain't gonna blow the bag just yet. Hold on now. Hold up. Don't let it burn a hole in your pockets. Hold on.
Right. I will. I will. I
Um,
do have a question though, but I feel like it's probably in the school app. If I do get a lead, where do we get the contracts from?
it's inside the school. You can ask Miss Ruffin. She'll send it to you.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yup. The contract is the easiest part.
Okay.
The hard part is starting.
Okay.
But
Taking
I like
your
that
time and
thinking. She's already thinking about that first deal. I like that.
I love it. Yeah, the energy there. As long as you got the energy, and they on it, man.
Yeah.
My number one line that I use when selling these homes and stuff is I'm gonna fight for you to get this home.
Okay.
That's my number one line.
Hmm.
It sounds salesy, it sounds crazy. Yo, listen, when you say that, they know you locked in.
Hmm.
Oh, he does this. Oh, she does this. Like, yo, I will fight for you to get a home. Regardless. If this ain't for you, I will fight for you. And that's how you want to maneuver. You want to move with passion. You know what I'm
I
saying?
do need some
Smart.
advice though, y'all. And this Brad know me well enough to know it's probably my wheels just spinning, but I work at a nonprofit where people are constantly looking for housing. So I guess if that was you and you were, investing in mobile homes and things like that, what would be your first step? Or what would you advise to be the first step?
So I will get an understanding on how on what most of these people look like. Is their credit messed up? Do they got any type of deposits or anything like that? Just kind of get an idea of the avatar for who those people that's coming through there. And
Okay.
and like I said, and then if I don't have a listing form, you partner up with people like us, like me. I'm in your hood,
Right. Well,
So
I
I
give
might
your
have
part
some
out all the
things.
time.
Yeah, I might have some things that me and you could partner on. Like, hey, I got like 2, 3 people. What you got for them? Okay, yeah,
Okay.
I got these 2, 3. I got these 2, 3. Let's see if they like it, and then we make sure everybody get paid.
Okay.
But I mean, I look at it, it's just a long list of people. You got to see who everybody's different. Some of them
Yeah.
people might have some money stashed for a real big occasion. And then some of them people
Mm.
might be broke as a joke with bad credit. And then you got to figure out what's the best route for them, you know?
Right. Okay.
But at
Got you.
the end
I
of the day,
actually,
go
oh,
ahead.
go ahead. I was gonna say, I kind of went that route. I have a friend who worked for a local nonprofit, and that ended up so great because I told her basically I was helping people finance because these people, if they're working with a nonprofit, probably don't have like $15,000, 20,000
Right.
laying around. So I would vet them. I'd have them give me a call. I'd find out if they met the basic requirements for financing. If they
Okay.
didn't, I would say, look for rentals. I would tell them to go look for rentals in the mobile home parks, but you can kind of monetize that too. And
Mm-hmm.
and say, especially if you use this to network with park owners and say, hey, I got this steady flow of clients who either need places to rent or to own. And then you vet them if they can finance, if they got a 2-year work history,
Mm-hmm.
you try to get them financing and tell them they only need 10% down. Find them a $20,000 home, $2,000 down, less than a security deposit, for an apartment usually.
Right.
And, but, like I said, even if it's just a rental, if you get in with a park owner, you might get something for bringing him rental clients too. So I would
Okay.
take that angle, use that for networking, and then you can shop. It's great when you have a buyer and you're just shopping for the home. You can go on Marketplace, you can go on Craigslist, you can drive through parks. It's easy. The harder part found is, once you have a home, selling it quickly. So when you have that buyer first, it makes it so much easier.
Got you.
She walked the
Brad,
dog on that one. I'm telling
and
you.
just to kind of speak to what you were talking about earlier, what I'm experiencing is, basically like you said, Danielle, people who don't have the huge down payments. These past 2 weeks, I've run into a lot of elderly people who are either waiting on a voucher or like the landlords are raising the rents now. So they've been in these properties for 10 plus years and now they're getting put out, not having anywhere to go. And of course, they're on a fixed income. So that's a lot of what we experience. People with bad credit or don't have the big deposits, or just like the elderly who have just been in this rental for 10 plus years and now they don't have nowhere to go.
Lord, we can't save them all, but we'll
Yeah,
try.
yeah.
I'll say that. Because at the end of the day, it's like, man, you're gonna have to at least come up with at least get better credit so I can,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So maybe we just let them know about a down. And I've been in talking to down payment assistance in Spartanburg. So, but it's certain stipulations to that. So no matter what, you got to come with the credit or the deposit. So
Mhm.
If that's something they need to do and they got the fixed income, they're gonna have to save up. And then, it comes a point where we can't take them all, right?
Right. And
But
I'm learning it because I tell myself I want to take them all.
no, but I do want to say this is a major what I'm about to say next. The biggest problem solvers are the biggest money makers.
Okay.
You figure that out, you got a steady list of people who you can just it's on. So us as a group, we all can help try to figure that out. For right now, if you got somebody who might be qualified or might have the money with no credit, it's always a way to try to help them out, and it's
Okay.
always worth a try. So
Got you.
all right, Miss Hicks. She up out of here. She got to put the kids to bed, usually right at 8. So she out of here. Yeah, so yeah, we'll go from there. Get your cards out, do your thing, knock it out. Shamika, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? See you in here, but you're still on mute. Shamika. All right, whenever she get back, we'll holler at her. Tony, what's up, man?
What's going on, man? What's going on?
How you feeling over there?
I'm all right, man. I'm all right. I did some homework you were telling me to do, put some signs out over the weekend and stuff. So I did that. I made a few calls, and doing that. So I'm just right now, I'm just waiting on callbacks right now. I did get a call earlier this week, and I did call back when nobody answered. So I just left a message with that person.
So did you miss the call the first time or what they were saying?
I did miss the call the first time because I was at work. Yep. And that's when I called back.
Don't you miss a call.
It's hard to get those calls. It's hard to answer those calls while I'm at work, though. That's the only thing, though.
I
Do
totally
you text? Do you text, Tony?
I do text, but I didn't text her, though, but I do text.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if they don't answer the phone, a lot of times people, they forget the number they called or whatever. I text them and say, hey, this is Angel from so and so. If you were calling about a mobile home, give me a call back.
me, I keep it simpler than that. Hey, you called about the mobile homes? Man, they hit back 10 times faster. And then let's say they don't write back again. This the next one I hit them with. Did you want a 2-bedroom or a 3-bedroom? I promise you they'll write you back, brother. I'm telling you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll
Definitely.
text her that now. Text her that now. Did you want a 2-bedroom or a 3-bedroom? Because they're in that market. That's why they even took the time to call that number,
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's what I do for sure. Right now, I literally text her right now. Did you want a 2-bedroom? I would literally keep it at, did you want a 2-bedroom or a 3-bedroom? She might text you back while we on here.
All right. I'll
Yeah,
do that right now.
yeah. The moment somebody call, if you missed the call and you see it, you see like, dang, I can't get the call because I'm at work. You want to text them, hey, you called about the mobile homes? They be like, yeah, okay, when's a good? Can I give you a call tomorrow morning out with the family? People gonna respect it. Like, yeah. Call me when you get back. Well, yo, take care of the wifey.
Yeah. Definitely. Appreciate that.
That comes from thousands of messages, understanding how to get people right back.
Okay.
And then I even hit them. Like if it was a serious conversation, then now they ghosting me. I hit them with the, hey, reach out a couple times. Where do we go from here? They'd be like, what? Oh, I'm so sorry. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it's just wordplay. You grow it as you grow. So I'm proud of you, Tony. You got your first call in. You never know. That could have
Oh,
been
yeah.
it could have been one. It could have been one right there. Now listen,
You're right.
what does your sign says? Because you asking her, did she want a 2-bedroom or 3-bedroom? She might be trying to sell hers. You feel me?
So my sign says I buy, sell mobile homes, any condition. And I have two numbers on there. I have my office number and my mobile number on there as well.
I think that's cool, but I wouldn't even have 2 numbers on there. I just have one number. You jumble in their brain. They're just like,
But
all right,
one of them says call and the other one says text. I mean text and call. So it's like it gives them an option.
just
That's only because I have
only
somebody else
use
to help me on take
one
those
number with
calls.
those 2 options. You feel me? You can call or
Yeah.
text me, you know? Yeah, I think if she write back, it would be because she wants to buy. If she don't write back, it's because she's trying to sell, and then you can just write. If she don't answer by tomorrow afternoon, just hit her with the, are you still wanting to sell? Something like that. I think that'll work. Are you still looking to sell? Because like we said, with your so like my signs that I'm talking about that get the most active activity, it's because I have a listing and it says mobile home for sale or rent. So I know what this is about. You see what I'm saying? So if you just, if you got it where just say we buy mobile homes any condition, they calling because they want to sell only. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see. I hear you. I got you.
Simple, short, sweet. But yeah, Tony, I'm proud of you, brother.
Real quick, let me add to that. So
Yeah,
one
go
thing you
ahead.
want to do when you're putting bandit signs, bandit cards out is have multiple. Don't be limited to just one. When I first started, I would have a trial and error kind of thing on. I would have different cards out there. When I say bandit signs, they're the same like a bandit. Bandit cards are the same as a bandit sign. They're just smaller, and you put them in places where, like Brad is saying, is problem solving. Is where's my problem? Is where I want to solve. So think of those areas, but at the same time, when you put multiple of them, you would be surprised how you can put a sign out, nobody calls you. You put a different one out, everybody calls you. So when somebody calls you, you want to ask them, where did you get my number? And when they tell you, ask them, it was at this card or this bandit sign or this bandit card, because then you know what bandit cards or bandit signs are working. Eliminate the ones that don't and double up on the ones that do.
10-4, 10-4. I'm definitely gonna take that into account. Appreciate that.
Sir. Yes, sir. I love that advice, Jose. What you got for him, Ms. Ruffin?
Um, Basically, if you're in the Raleigh area, um, definitely put them near your mobile home parks. Um, Secondly, in the rural area of Raleigh, like Garner, Fuquay, Angier, make sure you're hitting those rural areas too. Besides Raleigh, the city. So just encouraging you to do that.
Okay, yeah, I'm definitely doing that. Yep. Appreciate that.
Shamika, we know you listening. Are you there? Miss Kim, how's it going over there? What's the update?
Hey, how's it going?
Good.
All is well over here, just grinding. That's about it.
Mm-hmm. Now, if you want, go ahead and go through those questions that you was asking me in the text, and we just do it live.
Oh, man. Oh, somebody's at my door. I hear mother. Go to the next person. I'll come back because somebody's at the door.
Okay.
I'm coming, Mom. Here I come.
All right. It looked like I guess Khalid jumped out of here. It looked like I talked to every single person already. Anybody else got any questions right now that's on their mind? Feel free. Any questions?
Hey, I want to elaborate a little bit more. Brad, I love that. And you heard me say it. The bigger the problem, the bigger the payday. I mean, that's huge. And you can almost start businesses up just by saying, how can I solve people's problems? So back on the bandit signs, we buy mobile homes in a condition. Get a little deeper. Go a little extra mile. There's people out there that they would call you, but they think, no, you don't provide that. So when you say we buy mobile homes, I sell mobile homes, that's great, but it's still very broad. How about, do you have a mobile home behind on taxes? Do you owe multiple months of law rent? Do you have liens? I can help you. Now you're targeting more specific and more a demand. When people read that, and you got to remember, nobody else is offering this. You can be that go-to. So posting like that instead, now you got to have somebody who needs of you, not just wants of you. So it's like when you think of problem solving, it's like be very narrow, very specific.
I love that. They call that speaking to the end market.
And Jose, to add to that, the we buy mobile homes any condition, you see those signs everywhere. At least I know I do. Like even when people do it for like single family homes, you see those same signs everywhere. Like that was one of my worries at first, is that sometimes with those signs you see like 4 and 5 of them all in the same area. So it's like you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like a worry that everybody doing the same thing. I mean, I know it's enough money out here for everybody, but it's like you said, what's gonna make yours stand out from everybody else? Because
Yeah,
everybody's sign
exactly.
says,
Exactly. Everybody can buy a mobile home, but can you solve my title issue problem? 9 out of 10 people cannot. Can you take care of my liens? Can you take care of my lot rent? Can you pay me ahead? Not a whole lot of people can do it. Not a whole lot of people will. So you targeting that specific, it's like you're at another level.
Yep.
Okay, good. That's real good.
Yeah, and I want to add to the worry thing that you were saying. Another thing is the same way Facebook ads got a million people running ads every day. I promise you. If them people took a picture of all them signs, let's say it's 4 of them stacked up there, and it's 4 different people got their thing. Of course, talk to the end market. That's a good way to get out there. But I promise you, people still calling all those numbers if they got something to sell. They're trying to get some money. They're gonna call. They're gonna call the hell out them signs, regardless. But like we said, if you speak to end market, then you'll get a better chance of standing out for sure. So don't worry. That's the last thing you want to do. You want to worry if you ain't putting no damn signs out. That's what you want to worry about. But yeah, speak to the market, Speak to the end market. I love that. I love that, Jose. And it looked like Miss Kim jumped up off here. Anybody else got any more questions before we wrap this thing up today? I think we did real good. We got in depth today, seeing what was going on with everybody's situation. Shamika, I don't know what's going on with you. We done tried. I done tried you 5 times. You must be doing something. Did she ever write in the chat? Somebody tell me. Did she write in the chat or something? No,
No, I ain't seen nothing.
I ain't see nothing either. It's all good. Well, guys, with that being said, we'll be in there Thursday, ready to rock and roll. Let's see what what all y'all come up with this week. Make sure y'all stay on top of things. If you need anything, just call Miss Ruffin. Hit her line up or hit her in the community. Or really, if you got a problem, it's better for you to just drop it on the wall and then let us all go attack it. Okay, on the community. You just drop it in on announcements or anything like that or general discussion. Just put your question up there. It's all good. And then everybody can put their 2 cents in on it. And then everybody can learn from your problem. So I think that's a big thing. Miss Ruffin, you got anything you want to end us with?
Yes, we have a mastery guest, our very own Mark Anthony, and the call starts at 7 p.m. on Thursday.
Thank you so much. Thank you. All right, everybody. Y'all know what I say. Go get you something good to eat. I ain't gonna go eat though. I had some broccoli and shrimp. Broccoli, shrimp, and carrots. I lost 7 pounds in 1 week, y'all.
Congratulations.
that's a man thing. Men lose weight like 20 times faster than women.
I ain't got time to hear that.
Let's not get sexist here now.
Yeah. I ain't got time to hear that. Ain't that right, Jose? Jose will tell you. Them women that lose weight
Anybody
10 times
can do it.
fast. It's the calorie, it's what you eat. You get hey, finish my line, Jose. You get the abs where?
There you go. You can do 1,000 sit-ups, but if you don't fix your food nutrition, forget about it.
Thank you, brother. That's how I know he on this stuff. You get the abs in the kitchen. Yeah. Well, everybody, watch what you eat. That's my goal. That's my line for today. Watch what you eat. If it tastes good, it's bad for you. If it tastes bad, it's good for you. We too grown. We too grown not to maintain what we eat. I ain't gonna get on y'all nerves no more. All right, y'all. I'll talk to y'all Thursday. Y'all be ready, all right?
All right, see you Thursday.
Yes, sir.
All All right.